Some interviewers walk into a room with a microphone and forgot they're talking to a human being.
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Don't ask me a question like that. I'm not biting.
They make jokes about weight, ask about body parts, and push into grief that was never theirs to touch, all in the name of a headline. Most celebrities smile through it, redirect, keep it professional. But every now and then, someone decides they're done being polite about it.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
I'm sorry.
Take your mic.
It's okay.
Yeah.
These are the moments when the interview stopped being their show and became someone else's. Robert Downey Jr. is promoting Avengers Age of Ultron. He's in a great mood, relaxed, joking around. Then the interviewer quietly pivots away from the movie into something much darker.
Fan as a child or as a teenager, or?
I suppose as a Westerner, as an American, it's just so part of the kind of kid culture, you know. I wasn't like a nerd about it or anything, you know, but I'm definitely you know, all the old TV stuff and the comic book stuff has influenced me.
Iron Man is such a different superhero, though, isn't he? In that he's self-made,
Sure.
he's arrogant.
He tries to redirect, smiles through it, but the interviewer isn't done. He presses further, asking about RDJ's father, his addiction, the darkest years of his life.
What I'd really like to ask you about a quote you gave to the New York Times, and I don't want to pry, so if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But what you said to the New York Times once was, it was after your incarceration, and you said you can't go from a $2,000 a night hotel suite to a penitentiary and understand it and come out a liberal. Does that mean you're not a liberal, or that you came out of prison not being liberal?
Are we promoting a movie?
RDJ gives him one more chance, tries to laugh it off, doesn't work. So he does something most people only dream of doing in that situation.
You think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something?
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
I'm sorry.
Take your mic.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
You seem okay. It's just getting a little dinosaur in your.
No, look, I didn't want to do that.
Thank you.
He didn't yell, he didn't argue, he just left. And the interviewer sat there with nothing. RDJ later called him a bottom-feeding muckracker. The clip went viral overnight. But could the next moment top this one? You won't believe the line that was actually crossed. Same interviewer, different target. 2 years before RDJ walked out, Guru Murthy sat across from Quentin Tarantino, who was there to promote Django Unchained, and decided to do the exact same thing.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Don't ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Tarantino has answered this question 100 times. He was done answering it. He told the interviewer directly, "You're asking me this because you want a headline, not because you care about the answer."
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune. I'm not a monkey.
I can't make you answer anything. I'm asking you interesting questions.
And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay, well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine.
5 words, clean, final, no follow-up possible. The interviewer tried to recover, but the moment was already gone. What makes this even more satisfying is that Tarantino never raised his voice. He just drew a line and refused to let anyone cross it. The same interviewer, 2 separate superstars, 2 identical outcomes. At some point, that stops being a coincidence. Tom Cruise is on the red carpet at Cannes, promoting War of the Worlds. It's a massive premiere. Everything is going smoothly, until a reporter from a Ukrainian TV prank show walks up with what looks like a microphone and sprays water directly into Cruise's face.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children.
Cruise doesn't flinch into embarrassment. He doesn't laugh it off. He grabs the reporter's arm and holds him there.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well, I suppose they're questions
Peter,
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
He keeps him there and makes him answer for it, in front of everyone, on camera. The reporter eventually mutters something and tries to walk away again. This time, Cruz lets him go, but not before asking the one question that stuck with everyone watching. Do you like thinking less of people? Is that it?
Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Channel 4 issued a formal apology afterward. The stunt was intended for a prank show. It never aired. What did air was Cruz refusing to be humiliated. But if you think that was bold, wait until you see what happened when a reporter tried to do the same thing to a woman who had absolutely zero patience for it. Hannah Waddingham is walking the red carpet at the Olivier Awards. Cameras everywhere. She stops for photos, and that's when a photographer says something. His exact words aren't captured clearly on camera, but her response is,
"Oh my God!
"Oh my God, you'd never say that to a man." She didn't whisper it. She didn't pull a publicist over and handled it quietly backstage. She said it out loud, in front of every camera on that carpet, wagged her finger, and walked away.
Don't be a dick, otherwise I'll move on. Don't say sorry.
No meltdown, no dramatics, just complete refusal, delivered with the confidence of someone who has been in enough rooms to know exactly what's acceptable and what isn't. The clip spread within hours, because people weren't just watching a celebrity get annoyed, they were watching someone decide in real time that enough was enough. Ariana Grande is sitting in a radio interview. Standard promo stop. And then one of the DJs leans in and asks her if she could only keep one, her phone or her makeup, what would she choose?
So, if you could use makeup or your phone one last time, which one would you pick?
She doesn't explode. She doesn't storm out. She just looks at them and asks the question back, slowly, like she's genuinely trying to understand what kind of person thinks that's a reasonable thing to ask.
Your makeup or your phone?
Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing between?
Yeah, absolutely.
The DJs laugh nervously, try to move on. She doesn't let them. She follows up, asking why the question even exists, pointing out that nobody was asking her male counterparts to choose between their wallets and their sneakers.
Is this men assuming that that's what girls would have to choose between?
Now, this is not a question. Can you really go anywhere without your cell phone?
Yes.
How long?
What made it land wasn't the anger. It was the clarity. She held up a mirror and made them see exactly what they'd just done, and they had no answer for it. Sometimes the most devastating shutdown isn't a walkout. It's a question answered with a better question. But even that pales against what happened when a reporter decided to ask about something that was never, ever supposed to be discussed. Matt Damon is standing next to his mother, a Boston school teacher, at the Save Our School March in Washington, D.C. They're there together. It's a personal moment. Then, a reporter from Reason TV walks up and suggests directly to Damon's face that teachers don't work hard enough because they have job security. That without the fear of being fired, there's no real motivation.
In acting, there isn't job security, right? There's an incentive to work hard and be a better actor because you want to have a job. So why isn't it like that for teachers?
Damon stays calm, but you could see it register. He looks at the reporter, then glances at his mother, a woman who has spent her career in a classroom, and then turns back.
You think job insecurity is what makes me work hard?
Well, you have an incentive to work harder, but if there's
I
job
wanna
security...
be an actor. It's not an incentive. That's the thing. So you take this MBA-style thinking, right? It's the problem with ed policy right now. There's this intrinsically paternalistic view of problems that are much more complex than that.
He wasn't just defending teachers. He was defending her, right there in front of her. And the reporter, who had come prepared for a debate, found himself standing across from a son who wasn't going to let that slide.
10% that are bad, though? 10% of teachers are bad.
Where'd you get that number?
I don't know. 10% of people in any profession maybe should think of something else. Right?
Well, okay, but I mean, maybe you're a shitty cameraman. I don't know.
His mother then speaks for herself, calm, direct, and precise. The reporter had no follow-up. He walked into the wrong conversation with the wrong family. And by the time it was over, the only thing that got shut down was his argument. These interviewers don't ask those questions by accident. They know exactly what they're doing. The invasive question, the personal ambush, the joke at somebody else's expense. It's a calculated move. Get a reaction, get a headline, get a clip. What they don't calculate is the moment the person across from them decides the clip is going to look very different from what was planned. If there's a moment we missed that belongs on this list, drop it in the comments, because apparently some people never learn.